Hey, look at that. The wheat's gone. And that wheat's gone, and that wheat's gone, and that wheat's gone, and that wheat's gone. It's almost all gone. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. So the silage guys have already wiped out about 75% of our wheat acres, I would say. If they have a good day today, they'll probably be closer to that 90%. Also, we've gotten started on custom work. Let's see, one farmer, but it's been going to 3 different pits. The big feedlot, and then 2 local cow-calf producers wanted a couple 100 tons, so they've been hauling to them. We got rained out last night about 5 o'clock. It was one of those rains, all it did was just mess everything up. It was enough rain to stop you, but not enough rain to be major. I think my rain gauge said 0.03, so 3/100ths of an inch. Ah, it's so frustrating to watch rain right there, and it just doesn't amount to anything. But on the plus side, now we can keep going. Silage will keep rolling, tillage will keep rolling, planting. I'm going to check 2 fields just to make sure it didn't rain too much down on the river, and then I'll get in the planter and make the fun-filled trek through town and see how many angry truckers I have following me. Okay, looks like it didn't rain in here like it looked last night. But you can see the dark. I think we're all right. I'm walking on it. It's not sticky. Oh joy, oh joy. So now I gotta go get the planter, zigzag through town, avoid the 100,000 mailboxes on this road to get out here. Lucky me. Here is a great example of how much it rained last night. Still got bird crap all over the hood. Windows still dirty as hell. This thing is actually dirtier now than before it started raining. Wonderful. See what kind of bird's nest I got today. Finally, ready to head to town at 9:30. This thing was not cooperating this morning. Those row openers, the spiky wheels of death, 4 of them needed new bearings. I mean, it's a pretty simple job. Just pull the pin, drop them out, take it inside, unbolt it, undo the 4 bolts, press the bearing out, put a new bearing in, bolt it all back together, put it back on. It takes like 15 minutes each though by the time you can do it by yourself. And we only have 1 vise to hold. Yeah, it just takes a while. Now, to town we go. Okay, that was a weird glitch, but I finally got that working. Let's get out, double check. Ran a system prime, make sure all the rows are going. Little seed underneath every. Oh man, I got in little muddy conditions yesterday. Seeing seed everywhere. Bingo. We're ready to roll. Should be between 20 and 30 acres here. I don't know how far he made it irrigated. I was told just keep planting north until the soil gets dry. So we'll see how far that is. I'm gonna call it good right there because I can see some dark lines out there, but it's hard to tell what's the different soil types versus what is moisture. So we'll see what happens when I make it this far. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When you're planting flood ground, it is very important to get that seed into moisture. Especially out here, because we can't rely on a rain, as we've proven this spring. I'd say we got our seed depth about right. I know it's planted about 2 inches deep. I'm moving enough dirt. I'm seeing quite a bit of moisture on top. That's going to be about as good as we can. You're always going to have spots like that on flood fields, especially ones that you don't land plane to get them level to help with the irrigation. That just, you're going to have rain on that. And it's going to be scattered throughout, but I'd say this is about as good as we can get her. You can see down there them row openers doing their thing. And this is where them spiked ones come in really handy, because the little bit of trash we got out here, they'll just slice right through that, where regular discs should, but sometimes they don't. So them spiked ones, they're really nice in these conditions. and in the double plant conditions. I'll show you that later today, hopefully. Better get that far. Gonna need a little help from Mother Nature to get this last 50 rows right here to come up all the way to the end, and then some random spots over there. Gonna leave 15-ish acres, because what are we at, 25? So yeah, plant these end rows, then move half mile over to the next one. And there we go. 40 acres total between the two fields. 15 here, 25 over there. Now I gotta zigzag my way through town to get out east. I've got like 10 acres to go plant out there, and then zigzag my way back out north to go back to quarter circles. I miss the land of 30-acre fields. There's a chopping crew over there. One of them just put the spout down, so I'm gonna say they're already done with that 50 acres. I should put them at about 80 acres by 12:30. That ain't bad. Got Felipe with the merger going on the little no-till patch here. That was a hayfield last year, and it was doing pretty horrible, to say the least. So we just went in, drilled some weed in it, irrigated it. Not too bad. Won't take them guys any time at all though to knock that field out. There ain't gonna be many loads there. Choppers are flying. They're gonna have that done in no time. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting experiment. This field got VT'd last fall or early this spring. We haven't touched it since, but we've gotten a handful of showers to roll through here to where, look at that, we've got really, really good moisture. That seed is set nice. So we're gonna see what we can grow. I dropped all the openers a half a hole. I'll show you that. So these openers on the frame here, you can see there's 5 holes, and on the tube in here there's 3. There's one right there, that one, and that one. So I dropped them all the equivalent a half a hole, try and move just a touch more dirt so I can get that seed a little deeper in the moisture. Hopefully it doesn't burn out. So this farm here, the river, I mean, is that tree row back behind. Or I would call this river bottom ground. Super sandy, super light. If we came in here with the finisher and worked this to make it a better planting condition, you dry out that top chunk of dirt. Right now it's got a crust on it, preserving that moisture. As you can see by the color behind me, I am now tapping into much better moisture than I did my first couple passes. These 4 are gonna be a little spotty. But now I'm getting that into really good moisture, and we just hope it can hold on, maybe catch a random shower, keep it going until we can get irrigation to it. So you might be saying, well, why take the chance on a if crop when you could wait and irrigate and do stuff like that? One, plant deadline, it's coming up. These videos are coming out, I think I'm over 2 weeks behind now. So odds are you're gonna see this in June when the plant deadline's already passed. Not gonna make sense. But if you want to insure the crop, you have to have it planted by when the USDA says. 2, because of last year's moisture and everything growing in abundance last summer, we have depressed our commodity market locally. So last year, because of all the rain, everyone was out baling everything. You know, people would have had a field like this. Well, kochia would have taken over. They were baling the kochia. They were baling the sorghum. We baled and chopped a lot of sorghum last year. People that needed silage sorghum put up extra last year to make sure they had enough because the price was lower. Well, in growing all that excess crop last year, we've killed the market to where there isn't really a market this year for sorghum silage because the guys bought extra last year. What there is a market for, though, is corn. Corn silage is kind of king in this valley, would be one way to put it. There is almost always a demand for it, so we're pushing the limits, putting in more corn this year. We've got good winter water storage, we've got a good snowpack, we need a little help from Mother Nature, and we'll have a decent crop. Oh, what do we have here? That one turns, that one turns. So what's the problem? That one's not turning great, but it's turning. I don't know what happened. It was plowing. Everything spins. I guess let's try it again. That one's going. There's not much life left in it. I feel like a farmer in the Midwest today, planting in the soup. Got tile lines that clearly are not working because that pump down there is broke down. But hey, it's sitting in good moisture. I think that was a new record for the number of vehicles I had held up. I was trying to count them in the mirror. I think there was 15. Sorry, I'm out of your way now. Busy place, avoiding trucks, got a rake, got a VT in the shop, which is never a good sign, and I can see one of the tires is off. Cool. I wonder if he's got a field ready for me. Back into the double crops. So this field was chopped yesterday, VT'd once yesterday right before the little rain shower. Cameron VT'd it again this morning at a different angle. Now I'm planting it, then I will spray it, and we got irrigation coming right there. So we VT it twice because of this right here. So you get a lot of, silage is messy. You get a lot of pieces of windrow sticking around in places, or piles that fall off the trailer because the truck won't let the chopper guy move and it's running over the right hand side and they have no idea. You'd be surprised how often that happens. So because it's so messy, we like to run the VT at a shallow depth twice to really chop up what's left of crop, and then also to really loosen up that top couple inches of soil so that way it plants nice. Plus, going over it twice is kind of like hitting it with the old iron herbicide, as they say. Lets us cut back on our chemical usage because we know there is nothing in this soil that is still alive and wanting to grow. So I can just hit this with the pre-emerge and we're done for the year. But I am out of seed. So we got to go refill the seed tender so we can refill the planter. Long story. Activate. Come on. Fold. Here we go. Yeah, that's... Stay. That'll work. Alright. Gotta go load the seed tender so that way we can load the planter. Look at all them little corns popping up out there. My empty pile's getting bigger. 7 of them there. Okay, let's see what we got. And what are we going to be planting? Planting where there was no corn. So I can do definitely another box of non-treated. We'll go with the Bex. Try that one out. Bart was wanting to plant one of his. This guy, I think we got it figured out that it is treated. I think. I don't know. I'm still confused even after talking on the phone. Oh, cool. We got a bag with a hole in it on our new pallet here. That's handy. So this guy is treated. That one's treated. But one of these is really short season. It's this one. We got 2 pallets of this really short season 100-day corn. Save that for the end. So let's throw in the Bex and a decab. Yeah, first I gotta move this thing out of the way. Seed going in. I actually remembered to reset my board. I picked the wrong side though. The wind is blowing that way and the door's opening that way, and I don't want to stand over there and all this dust, so we're gonna go slow with this one. I'm catching Cameron at a very rapid rate right now, so I don't need a hurry. We were curious if the finisher would work. The wheel bearing won't be here till later tonight. And it's leaving clumps everywhere. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work at all. Alright, we wait on the VT. See if this pond has enough room to shut that off for the night. I swear this case monitor is going to be the reason my next planner will be green. All of a sudden it's throwing fits. Memory device not detected. Please insert memory stick and restart. That thing's been there for 4 frickin' years. We'll see. Oh, cool. This time it's not only saying that, it doesn't even know it's a friggin' planner. So, let's try reboot number 5. I'm gonna wear out the starter on my tractor trying to get my frickin' planner monitor to work. An additional 6 acres done. Just got a phone call. I gotta go take over a chopper. Bart's gotta go check his water. So, on Bliss side, get some chopper footage today. Well, that's not a chopper. Sorry guys, total fail on my part. Me being the brilliant filmmaker guy that I am. I forgot my camera. But you honestly didn't miss anything. 1, the chopper was derated, so it's going slow. 2, I cut 1 load and brought it home because there was only 2 left. I let Colton finish it up. So, essentially it was just an hour-long delay for basically nothing. Anywho, back to plan. I'm at 12 acres on the field. Should be just a shade over 30. We'll find out. Where in the hell did this little guy come from? I just got an alert on my phone saying rain starting in 20 minutes. I call bullshit. It's south. I look west and, well, if I look through all the dirt in the windshield, it's sunny. Huh. It's random. Well, what was looking to be kind of a chaotic end of the day, because 1, I got to finish planting this. 2, it'd be nice to spray it before that water got here. Ditch rider just called. They're losing water here at the bottom end, and in order to keep the bigger ditches running, they need to shut off our littler ditch that feeds these pivots. This one and that one. And we got water going to the others. It worked out perfectly timing-wise, because with the VT down, me being so far behind, having to play hopscotch all day, this works out nice. So here it is, 7:30. I'm going to finish this pass. I've got about 10 acres to go here. I can never spray first thing in the morning because of humidity. So I can come back here, finish, spray, and give Cameron a chance to get moving ahead because he doesn't have another field ready for me yet. Still, no memory card. That's pissing me off. Yeah, alrighty. Let's go check in with the silage, you guys. See how their day went. I don't know that we solved the world's problems, but we got a half-assed plan for tomorrow. I do know I am going home, taking a shower, and putting eye drops in. My eyes are on fire right now. Gotta love allergies. So, that being said, wheel bearing for the VT will be here in the morning. Def headers for this guy will be here in the morning. Hopefully have it back up and running tomorrow afternoon. Have VT running tomorrow morning. Landall has a rep coming to adjust the VT and the finisher. Get them looking pretty. Gonna have us a day tomorrow. And our rain ran away to Kansas. Surprise, surprise. I think the big tuna got lost looking for a feed truck because he left to go get one a while ago. Oh, guys, I'm gonna go grab some stuff out of my pickup. I'm gonna go home, go to bed. It's 8:30. Tomorrow's another day. Catch you in the next one.